This episode's brought to you by Laguna Motors. We make car buying easy. Why waste time with Craigslist clowns and sled lots with trailer offices? Buy with ease. Buy with confidence. Come down to beautiful South Orange County and buy from Laguna Motors. Follow us at Laguna Motors. Visit us at lagunamotorsoc.com.
George,
Yo,
where are you going to be at, man?
I'm going to be, come May 18th, I'm going to be at the new No Clue Brewery with Ezekiel Echevarria. That should be a good time. It's a pretty stacked lineup. Who else is on there? Oh, Mr. Nick Lanny. I know you're listening. He's on that show, too. Come out. Check us out. June 13th at A&G Collectibles in Upland. Pre-sale tickets are $10. Recommend buying pre-sale because why not just save $5? Like, that makes the most sense. June 25th, I'm in Pasadena, California at the legendary Ice House, the world's country's oldest comedy club. That's where I'm going to be
if
at.
it's the country's oldest, it's the world's coldest, bitch. Uh-oh.
There you go.
May 25th at Uriel Brewing Company with my man Eddie Jarvis. That starts at 7:30. That's a free show. Come on out if you're in the Riverside area. May 28th at the Ontario Improv, we're having our second leg of the Next Best Comedy Contest. That starts at 6 o'clock. No need to sign up in advance or get a ticket. Just show up, go to the box office, and they'll be able to help you out. That's also free. Just got to get a drink once you get inside, but we have cheap drinks, so come out and holla at us for that. And then the next month, June 30th, is the finals for that, which your boy George Ferrito is going to be a part of.
Oh, yeah.
So come out and see that. We're just going to be 10 finalists competing for a spot on a future show that's going to pay some money. So that starts at 6 o'clock also. You fucking should be.
So excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Where can they find these dates if they missed it?
Mine are nowhere. You're going to have to rewind this. So
hit that minus 15 second button six times.
Yep.
All right, check him out at Slim Henderson. I'm at Thor George F. Let's get this Gameboiz started.
It's me! Listen!
There it is. I love that it's those puzzle pieces, but it also sounds like fire because it's a song of ice and fire.
I don't think they did that on purpose.
I bet they did.
I don't think so.
I bet they did. Dude, the dude that
I think they're just like, make rocks crumble.
No, the composer for this series.
You're giving way too much credit to this
Hell no,
show.
the music is amazing.
The music is amazing,
the
but
music
that's not
makes the
music.
show.
That's effects. That's different.
And then the icicles also sound like fire, but it also sounds like wood.
But it also sounds like ice because it is ice.
But it's not. It's
Maybe
flipping
it
tiles.
just sounds like ice. Maybe those things just sound similar.
No.
Why are we talking? The whole thing is going to play, by the way.
It should, out of respect for this goddamn show. This makes me so happy, but gives me anxiety at the same time. You know, you're like, oh, yes, shit. It's like every Sunday I know, hey, after this, my life's going to be different. Like, 'cause something's going to change in my soul. Dude, I don't know the guy's name, but he also does the soundtrack for Westworld, and it's so good.
Dude, that would be such a job. That would be, dude, that's so much pressure.
It is.
You're like, you like go, you make a song for a theme and you take it to them and they're like, this isn't really, nope. Or do you think they're like, yeah, this is it? Do you think it's a one-off thing?
No, it can't be. I bet, like, you know, when you learn a song and then you try to play it live, you just have certain flourishes because now you're performing. And so it's always a different animal, you know, like with guitar solos and stuff. That's why people wanted to see live shows. It's like, that wasn't on the album.
Right.
So I'm sure when it gets to the final product, it's him replaying it, adding something, replaying it, adding something. And then you get these masterpieces of emotion invoking sounds.
But doesn't it's weird how music like so perfectly fits the show. So like think about like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't
What's
imagine
the Harry Potter theme? Da-na-na-na-na. I'm just kidding.
But it's just like what's weird is that we associate it with like the books now. Bert Kreischer has this old joke that he did on one of his specials where his daughter was playing the piano and she was like, "Do you want to hear me play the Harry Potter theme song?" And he goes, "Oh, cool, from the movie?" And she goes, "No, from the book." And it's like there's no music in book, but it's so.
Is that a Kreischer joke?
Yeah,
That's
I'm pretty sure.
It's also a blue collar joke. I think it's the "Here's Your Sign" guy, and he was like, "My daughter has the same kind of 'Here's Your Sign' moments." She was like, "Dad, I'm gonna read you this. Do you want to hear the song from Harry Potter?"
Oh, maybe it was Bill Engvall.
That's his name. Sorry, too much coffee too early.
Huh.
I couldn't get it out. I knew the joke.
Maybe I'm probably wrong. Also, where are your Gear Guiders glasses?
Oh, I fucked up. Pause.
Hashtag Gear or at Gear Guiders giving us free glasses, free blue light blocking glasses for those that spend long periods.
Yeah, so it's weird. You know, when I listen to that Eiffel 65 song, they just look like regular people.
I am blue.
Yeah.
They're just white now. It's weird.
Yeah. It's really just two Backstreet Boys on a CG drop. It's weird.
Dude, remember how big that song was?
I don't know why it got so big either.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm blue.
Dude, I think they played it on the Disney Channel.
I think you're right.
Like the video.
It's one of those things. Did you watch the Disney Channel when there was that outer space movie?
Xenon?
Was it Xenon? I don't know. I don't think it was
Girl
called
of the
Xenon.
22nd Century?
Nope, that wasn't it
Okay,
either.
what other outer space movie?
I don't know. But there was there's a band in it, and they were singing, "Zoom, zoom."
That's
make
Xenon.
my heart go boom,
That's
boom.
Xenon. Yeah, do not disrespect my girl Xenon. Okay,
That's what it was called.
Don't come on the space station and
feel
slang the 22nd century. Yeah, Xenon, Girl of the 22nd Century. And then they made another Xenon the Sequel, another Disney Channel original movie. Which, by the way, I haven't read into Disney Plus, but if they have even 30% of the Disney Channel original movies on it, they have my money.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude, you're such a child.
Dude,
you're so Asian.
Yeah. My material is going to change drastically come November when Disney Plus comes out. It'll be like, hey, man, you were...
because Man. That whole company should just be like, here's Us Plus, which is like ESPN, Disney, Fox.
Yeah.
You just get fucking everything, and
Yeah.
it's like $1,000 a month.
Well, I think someone said it's going to be like $7 per month. It's going to be cheap as fuck, and everything Disney, Marvel, fucking Star Wars, all their bullshit's going to be on that. So,
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's worth it in itself, right there.
it is. But again, even if, I said, if all they had were the Disney Channel original movies, I'd probably buy it. Because
Brink,
fuck yeah, Brink.
dude, yeah.
Dude, the skating is what you do, not who we are. Like I've carried that into life. Like I'm like, oh, this is just something I'm doing. It doesn't like define me. I define me. So yeah, fuck yeah, Brink.
Yeah, dude.
More so Johnny Tsunami, but
Johnny Tsunami.
did you not see Johnny Tsunami?
I feel like I did, but I don't remember it. I'm sorry, dude.
Guys, we're looking for a new host, a co-host.
Was this
for
the
this
guy?
podcast.
Was this the guy that was a surfer and then moved to the mountains?
Yeah, and we went snowboarding,
Yeah,
brah.
that's right. And then he became the best snowboarder
In
Wow,
like 2.5 weeks.
Wow, what a great story. What a crazy turn of events.
The Polynesian kid beat out the black kid from the famous Jet Jackson.
Also, no black people be snowboarding like that. So
They did. They called them urchins. It was weird.
Really, was that their gang name?
Kind of. Yeah.
When I look back on it, actually, yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Like in
what's going
Brink,
on.
you had one gang called Team Pup and Suds, and the other called Team X Blades. Which I need to really rewatch Brink.
Blink.
Blink.
Fucking how badass was that X Blades setup though?
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
no way, dude. Team Pup and Suds can go fuck themselves.
I agree 100%.
I'm Team X-Blades all the way,
Yeah,
dude. Their unis were fucking lit.
They had nice ass fucking blades.
Yeah, man. And that whole studio, I call it studio. That's how fucking ingrained in Hollywood I am right now. But what do they call them? Like warehouse of just...
The skate park.
Yeah.
The second level of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah, pretty much. Mega ramp shit, man.
Yeah, that was sick. And why was Team X Blades the bad guys? They figured out a way to do something they love and get paid for it in high school. Like,
yeah, why are you hating?
Team Pup and Suds a bunch of, hey, we're soul skaters, bro.
I have a completely different view of this movie now. I've completely flipped my opinion of this movie.
Same. I thought about this like the other day when we were talking about Disney Plus. Like, fuck yeah. I would, if Team X Blades was like, hey man, do you want to come skate for us? And my friends went, you trying to get paid for this? It's like, yeah. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, what are you trying to clean animals your whole life? Is that even what they did? I don't even know. That's their sponsor, but I don't know.
There is a Pup and Suds around the corner. It's a dog groomer place.
They definitely named it after that movie.
I hope so. I'm going to go rollerblading in and see if they want to sponsor one of the shows.
Excuse me, did you watch Brink when you were younger? And if they're like, I don't know if you... Never mind, I'm going to take my dog somewhere else.
Let's stop talking about old shit and talk about some new shit. Guys, warning up front, we're going to spoil the shit out of episode 4 of Game of Thrones. You had 48 hours to listen or watch.
And, yeah. Man. What if you haven't watched up until now? It's like...
Yeah. This is the second episode you're listening to that's spoiling things. Don't get mad at us.
That's true. That's true.
What did you think about this episode?
It was good. It was fun.
Fun? Okay, what have you thought about this season so far? Like, up until this episode, what were your feelings about the final season of Game of Thrones?
I thought, since it happened so early in the season, it was kind of obvious what was going to happen, so it was kind of boring. That's how I felt. I was like, I know how this is going to turn out. Like, I know Jon Snow's not going to die. Especially the way the show's been going lately. It's like,
He's
I know.
totally going to die next episode. No, you
not.
fucking jinxed it. It's
I
going to
hope
be
so.
your fault.
That would be great. That would be great. That would be awesome. Because we need something like that. Like, we got a little taste this last episode at the end, but... Sort of. But not... And it was in traditional Game of Thrones fashion, too. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
That's like a 4-minute scene right
great.
at the end.
Yeah, it was awesome.
If you have any last words...
Dude, when she said that, I was like, this bitch is a savage. She doesn't give a fuck.
I feel completely different. Like, I enjoyed the first 2 episodes and the Battle for Winterfell. I thought they were fun episodes. I enjoyed what they were doing, but I think I only enjoyed it because I thought there was going to be a better payoff to those things.
Right.
So I was like, oh yeah, no, this is going to be amazing. And then
now we're just back to like, all right.
Come episode 4, I was like, I got nothing.
Here's the thing, because all the stuff that happens in the 7 Kingdoms, there's so many but chess pieces being moved around. So you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what somebody else is doing at this point in time, like who's moving where. Like that, like the politics is the meat and bones of that fucking
they really learned
show.
how to fast travel in this game.
Yeah,
a lot.
It's great. It's fucking amazing.
But sometimes it happens too quick, and then
it's like, whoa, that was like, impressive.
What happened? They just left Dorne, though.
Yeah, they don't do a very good job of like showing you like how much time passed. They used to do a good job at that.
Yeah, I agree.
But now things move a little quicker. But since like there's so much going on there, it's hard to tell what's gonna happen. But whereas the thing with like the zombies or the White Walkers, it's like you know what's gonna happen. There's no like they're coming straight for the city. There's gonna be a big fight. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's much more straightforward of a concept than all the politics.
I agree, but especially in the first time you see the White Walkers wave approach, like before that, you're like, yeah, no, we know how they fight. They're all just gonna come at us.
And then you're like, oh god.
And then you see it, and you're like, I didn't understand. I was wrong.
Actually, I thought it could have been more.
You think so?
Yeah, because dude, when they're at Hardhome. Mm-hmm. And they're like falling off the cliffs onto the buildings, and like I thought that was way more intense. Of like they were way more aggressive. I felt like I don't know. I mean, obviously they had to make it like seem like they could win. Like it was already a long shot.
Yeah.
But it's like
you see fucking 9 bodies of zombies just rolling over each other.
Yeah.
Ugh. Those zombies give me anxiety. Like those 28 weeks later zombies. Those I don't like those. Those scare the shit out of me.
I mean, you kind of you've had to suspend your disbelief over the last couple episodes.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
I have to remind myself that this show's about dragons and magic all the time.
And also, I mean, especially when they leave a coffee cup in the set.
Maybe Gendry had a side hobby, and he was
styrofoam cups.
He was like, I can also do ceramics, and if you heat this ceramic at a certain temperature, it gets brittle. And
oh my god, dude!
Have you seen what people have been writting on like coffee cups, like Daenerys Stormborn?
Oh,
like,
really?
Her whole fucking breakdown.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, someone said I want to be there when the barista had to read this one out.
Does that bother you at all?
No. I get it. Shit happens.
I'm
surprised it hasn't happened already.
The more I think about it, the more upset I get. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, how is that not caught? How did someone get, like, how did that happen?
Yeah. I think, honestly, what you see there is kind of indicative of is crunch time, or it was crunch time for production for them. Like, you know, we were demanding it. They were already like, yeah, we got 2 years. Like, hurry the fuck up. And so things get rushed, but shit happens. I was
also, I kind of talked about it on stage last night, but it's like, you don't have any other takes. That was the only perfect one. It's like, you couldn't, like, I feel like you could have used a slightly lower quality take and don't have the coffee cup in it.
Yeah. Or recut that scene or
CGI that shit. Do you think they'll fix it?
No.
You don't think they will?
No.
It's gonna be one of those things that just lives on. It's like the midget that hung themselves in the Wizard of Oz in the background in the original.
I like that there's only 2 real like possibilities: is that somebody left it there on accident, or their marketing team is so genius that they're like, "Yo."
Does it get people talking?
Yeah, they're like, "Yo."
Oh, that would be so angering.
Yeah, how are we gonna know it's a Starbucks cup? Just make it that color. They'll know.
What else would it be? They're actors. What else are they gonna get?
Yeah, and like everyone knows about it. So I'm gonna say that there's some genius that was like, all right, just put it there. We said in our contract they get 1 drop mid scene. We'd hope they forget about it. They chose that. Keep it there.
They signed a contract 15 years ago. And they're like, fuck, we forgot about it.
Starbucks has exclusive craft services to this production team. There's nothing we can do about it. Do you want coffee tomorrow? Yeah, put it there.
They could have just put a logo like on a street sign. just like one of those hanging ones that creaks.
Yeah, or even just call it like Grande Way.
Yeah. So stupid.
I don't know. I was very this episode at the end I went, fuck. Like, I was just over it.
Dude, you know what's weird about this episode is I hate Sansa again. I hate her again. Like, I didn't like her at the beginning. She started to come back. She started to prove herself a little bit, and now she's fucking everything up.
Let's start at the beginning then. So the episode opens up. Well, no, it opens up as Sansa. So essentially, it opens up. I guess we are looking at Jorah's body. You know, Jorah died protecting Dany and stuff. So he's on the pyre. I think that is that what the fucking things are called, the pyre. Yeah. And then you see Daenerys crying. That's crazy that she straight up told Jon, like, yeah, he loved me.
Yeah.
He loved me. That was like a weird flex. But okay. He's still dead. What does that say about me? I love you too.
But I'm your nephew. Yeah. So
I'm glad that they kind of addressed it. You know, they were like, is this weird? They're like, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I wish you didn't tell me. Well. But so that's where we start the episode, and then you get Bran, you see Bran, and then you see Sansa crying over Bran. Still hate her there? Like she gives Bran his fucking.
Oh
she
no,
gives him the
not
seal.
At this point. Not at this point.
Okay, so it's later on her actions.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good moment for not Bran, fucking Theon. Wow.
Yeah.
Theon, that's what I'm talking. We were on the same page. Though.
An honorable death.
Yeah, that was a good close, and then he dies as a Stark almost, and that's what he would have wanted, and that's a great close.
Put that thing in the
look,
pin.
honestly, it's a pin. I get it. It looked like it goes in her fucking hair though. Like I was like, you couldn't give him something better. Like, and it's made out of metal, so she's gonna go back and get it.
Oh my god. Here's a strand of my hair. Would you rather be that? Like, what the fuck?
No, I don't know. I thought it was fitting. I did like the scene. I was just like, you can't give him some more extravagant.
I mean, he's
like,
dead.
Burn him with your direwolf pelt. I don't know. Whatever. He did die for your family.
Probably would have put out the flames.
Yeah, big fucking blanket of a wolf, which I'll get to later too about Ghost.
Excuse me.
So she's fine there, dude. The whole next scene where they're celebrating is I enjoyed that scene.
It's great.
Because, like, for the content in it, and, like, I just, when I was watching, I felt a lot of tension. I was like, someone's going to fucking die here.
There's a shift. There's the shift of, like, getting over the Night King's army, and, like, now we're past that. Now it's back to who's going to take the throne.
Yeah.
And you see it, like, happen over the course of the episode, especially with Daenerys. Because she's realizing, oh shit, nobody really cares about me here.
Yeah.
My army's gone, pretty much.
Yeah. I think later on in the episode, they say that half the Unsullied are gone.
Yeah.
Half of the Northmen are gone. And then while they're at that board planning, like, more random dudes are like, yeah, these people are also gone. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
There's like 45 of you left, huh?
Right. And then but somehow they're like, yeah, we can still beat Cersei's army.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you, how? What are you talking about?
Ridiculous. Yeah. So especially, I think, yeah, you're right, that Daenerys is feeling very vulnerable after a victory. And that's where the scene kind of almost bounces off of the whole time. Like, it wasn't
even really her victory.
No.
So.
Right.
And especially in that scene with the coffee cup. Is when like she's sitting there, she's like alone, everybody's crowded around Jon.
Yeah,
the Lannisters are having their fun together,
their drink me thing. Yeah, yep. And then so that's when.
But also you see, it's a little bit of like paranoid, almost like not schizophrenia, but just like she's just paranoid in her own head because like they're not plotting anything. There's nothing malicious, but in her head, she's like they're trying to get me.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone.
Exactly. And almost at the end of the episode, I know I'm kind of jumping ahead, but like it's very interesting to see like her, like in her eyes, you can kind of see. I feel like that she's becoming a mad queen. Yes.
I agree. I completely agree.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah. That was but
I got excited. I was like, oh my god.
That was the one steady theme in the episode that kept me engaged with
Daenerys going crazy.
A madness.
Yeah.
That was always a good like side theory too, especially with fans of like with the Mad King and why he was mad and burn them all. And that's
I feel like we're coming to that.
Definitely.
With Cersei moving all her people into the Red Keep, and Daenerys was already like, I'll burn the whole goddamn city down. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
what's crazy is that like so did Cersei.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't give a fuck. I will bury this entire planet.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna go down, but all these motherfuckers going with me, that's for sure.
These two are the same people, essentially. And I really enjoy that thread of her madness. So that's what saved it for me.
But like the whole series, you're like, no, she's different. Like she's clearly like she's different. Like you can tell throughout most of the series, like she is different. She has different motives. But things change.
Yeah, man. But what happened when life's not as good? You don't have all your dragons. How strong is your resolve? Because
and on top of that, you know that somebody else has a better claim to the throne than you.
Yeah, and it's good that they plant that seed early because when they're in that great hall celebrating, I think the scene opens up with Gendry, and he's sitting across the Hound and he's like, "Where's Arya?" And the Hound's like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, we just burned dead people. You want to fuck now? Seriously?
And he's like, it's not about that. Yeah. And the Hound's like, it fucking should be. Go, dude. Yeah, that's basically... I love the Hound because he's like, he like talks shit about people and then like about how they feel, and then they like defend themselves, and he's like, no, you're supposed to.
Hadouken! He's on fire!
Minor technical difficulties, more proof that George needs a new laptop. And
You just need to have it plugged in.
well, I charged it this morning. That's why I was like, oh, we're good. But I guess
trust batteries.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably like some Chinese POS, whatever. Anyway, we were talking about the Hound because we talked about the feast and the Hound and Gendry's like, it's not about one to fuck, are you? It's like, all right, whatever, dude.
Well, yeah, it is. But
It's still, it's ridiculous that he's still such like a boy. Like, no, it's not. It's not even like that. Like,
yeah, dude. Where it's like everybody else in that series is like, I'm trying to fuck. That's all it's about, is just fucking and killing. And
everyone
like,
except the Hound. The Hound loves killing so much that he's not fucking.
Yeah, it's true. After you go through something like that, like there is no amount of fucking I could do to get over that. It's just like that's cool. Like that's something that'll take my mind off killing all those zombies.
And then almost dying 19 times.
Yeah.
Like, I've had maybe 2 or 3 times where I was like, oh, I almost died. Like, and those stay with you.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that happening 20 plus times in a night.
You'd be super aware. You're hyper aware.
Yeah. Very, you'd be the Hound. You'd be this asexual piece of shit. It's like, I just don't get away from me. Don't talk to me.
No, you might kill me. So.
The Hound's
trust issues on that man.
How did that? I didn't like the Hound when we first met him. You know?
No, you weren't supposed to.
And that's my favorite part about this show. It's like when you think back to like season 1, like, ew, gross,
dude. Jamie.
Yeah,
I fucking hated. Everybody hated Jamie, but dude, he's one of my favorite characters now for sure. Except at the end of this last episode.
Oh yeah,
such a cock move, dude.
So, yeah, could have handled it differently. But like, I see what you're doing, but you could have. That didn't have to happen. You're just a dick. But what was it? Where was I going with that one? Oh yeah. We see Daenerys uncomfortable, realizing her vulnerability from the throne, and like her first thing to do, like in this, as far as we know, like this feast just happened, no one's really drunk yet, that's why. So her first topic of the night is she's like, hey Gendry, aren't you a Baratheon? Didn't your family like fuck up my family?
I know, at that point I was like, oh my god, she's gonna execute him.
Yeah,
right
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. She was flexing so hard. She was like, hey, your life is in my hands right now.
That's kind of what it was.
Yeah, it's like she had to remind everyone that like, I can kill you anytime I want.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she was like rewarding him.
Yeah, she was like, who's the Lord of Storm's End? He was like, nobody, milady. Like, I think you're Gendry Baratheon, Lord of Storm's End.
I'm a bastard.
You're a Baratheon because I said so. Such a flex of power, but that whole scene is basically pompous. All it is. Yeah, she's like, you are a nobody, you are now somebody because I said so. You know, and then even Tyrion's like, good fucking move.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that because he told her like that's smart because now he's gonna be loyal to you forever. But I tend to disagree with that.
Why? How?
Because of his relationship with Arya.
How dare you disagree with Tyrion Lannister? How dare you?
But they don't know. If he knew about Arya, him and Arya,
right?
I think he would think differently.
True. Yeah, you're right. Nobody really knows that those two are friends.
Except for the Hound.
Yeah. Who's not going to say anything.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Wine. I want wine.
More ale.
More.
I haven't finished my drink.
So I mean, I guess Daenerys is kind of playing the game now. You know, she broke all the rules to get there, and now she's almost forced to play the game.
Yeah, I think Gendry would probably side with Jon Snow in the end because of Arya. Because I think Arya would push him to side with Jon Snow over Daenerys.
I get okay, but like, I see that, but he also like proposed his undying love to her while Arya was, you know, everyone's getting drunk. Arya's like, I am celebrating, and she's just drilling into it. She's hammering, bro. She just keeps hammering.
Yeah.
Just archery into a barrel for no reason. But yeah, she totally rejects him. He's like, be my lady. And she's like, I'm not a lady.
I've never been a lady. That's not me.
That's a great scene too.
It was a great scene.
He's like, I'm not a lady.
It was heartbreaking. Oh, poor Gendry.
Yeah, he was so excited.
I know.
That was a weird flex for him too. That was funny. He's like, I'm a lord now. Would you like to marry me?
You want to suck my cock?
She's like, no.
No, I'm good. I tried it. Wasn't that good?
A girl has no name. So I mean,
the dick must have not been that good.
He ripped his heart. She ripped his heart out. Essentially, you know, he clearly loved her.
What's funny is like she doesn't have a heart anymore. She just like when like they had sex, she's just like, I want to know what that feels like.
That's
It was never about like.
So what
I'm
if
in love with you?
What if like Gendry becomes more of a Littlefinger in the sense of, like he just kind of holds a grudge the whole time towards Arya, like yeah, he's gonna pretend, but like he's like, I would have given you everything.
I don't know, man. People in those days, they tend like when these things happen, they tend to like write folk songs about people, and they stay in love with them, get married to someone else, but then the other person comes back around and they kill that other person. And like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of virginity being taken in Winterfell.
Yeah.
That was a weird scene for me too. Like
the sex scene,
not just the whole build up to it was. Yeah. Uncomfortable. Maybe it was intentional.
Arya, like she still looks 13. I'm just like, this is weird.
Yeah. Same with Brienne's sex scene. Like we stay in the episode. Weird. It was odd because that whole game was you like knew where that was gonna go.
Yeah, it was like finally. Oh, they are fucking tonight. Yeah.
It was fucking. Jamie though, like going is like it's bloody hot in here. Like says like 9 times. Like you can't figure out a better way to get naked, dude.
Dude, you're so handsome. It's like how do you get better looking as you get older? Like this is ridiculous, man.
You lost your hand and now you're grizzled.
It's rather hot, huh? It's hot in here. You got the fire going all the time.
Yeah, that was so dumb. It's like the worst flirting ever, but it made sense, especially since
for their relationship.
Yeah. It was supposed to be awkward.
It was like when they started like bickering a little bit back and forth. You're like, oh, yeah, that's so cute.
And then she's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "What the fuck do you mean? What is he doing?
What do you think?
What are you doing, lady? He's doing that."
You never answered if you were a virgin or not.
I like when he's like, "You didn't drink."
I know, right?
This is Dornish. Drink it, bitch. Like,
well, if we're gonna sleep together, we have to drink. That's the rule. It's like that's fucked up, man. Like I thought you were attracted to her. You shouldn't have to drink.
Rude, right?
Yeah, super rude.
So fucking what a dick. Maybe he had anxiety and he was like, "I need some liquid courage."
Because she's taller than him.
Yeah.
How weird is that? Lady. How weird must that be for a girl to like lean down? Like that's so awkward.
You never? Oh, I guess no. I've been with people that are taller than me.
No, if they're taller than me, they're a goddamn freak of nature.
Why are you dating WNBA players?
I'm not having that, dude.
It's not that bad. It's cool. But you're right. Freak of nature. There's a standard. Being taller than 5'7" is much different than being taller than 6 feet tall.
Yeah. I don't think Brienne is. I mean, she's not like attractive. She's not ugly, but like I like if
I thought we were gonna get naked Brienne. They set it up so slow.
I know. That was so disappointing. But I probably would have been more disappointed if I saw her naked. So
what if not? What if she's got like this smoking fucking CrossFit bod? And they're like, dude, yeah, we have to drape her in armor so you don't see her curves. Like,
this is gonna be distracting the whole show.
If you just put her in tights, you're gonna be like, why didn't Jamie fuck her already?
Yeah, right.
Because that's a terrible haircut.
It would have been way easier. Like Jamie would have done it way quicker.
Yeah,
because like for a long time it's like, man, it's like fucking a guy. but like by the end it's like, nah, she a lady.
She's a lady.
I like that he knighted her. That was cute.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. That was very adorable.
that was the best part of episode 2.
Yeah, that's right. I can't think of anything else that happened in episode 2. That's why fucking.
You know what else happened? This is probably the last time we're gonna be together, all of us alive.
That only happened one time, though, right?
No, they said that like 9 different times.
But no more than 9, right? Just 9.
At least 9.
And you know what? They're still fucking there. That's part of my problem with this whole episode is you've gotten a lot of build. Dude, we got 2 episodes left. Like
what?
Something like that.
No, I got 4.
No
5,
way.
6, 7, 8.
No way.
Yeah.
Fucking 5, 6. What am I?
We just watched 4. There's 8
okay,
episodes.
so if you have 10 episodes, then
there's 8.
But I'm saying like for the regular Game of Thrones.
Okay. What
rhythm.
Are we doing fractions math here?
Kind
Get
of,
the fuck out of here.
If you have 10 episodes, usually the last 2 episodes are where all your bangers at.
Episode 9 for like the first 6 seasons was like shit's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like my point is we're just running out of episodes, and this is essentially 4 episodes.
Keep
of
in mind
build-up.
also these are like hour and a half episodes.
I didn't feel like this episode needed to be that long. It's an hour and 15 minutes, and I think they could have did it in less than an hour.
I thought it was perfect.
No.
I enjoyed it.
No, there's so much of nothing going on. So much of like just
Dude,
tying up loose ends.
But you liked episode 2? Episode 2 is the biggest waste of time in the whole series.
No.
Yes.
This whole season might be the biggest waste of time in this whole series.
Episode 2. Why is Aaron calling me?
Answer it. I don't give a fuck.
Turn up the...
Can I ask you a question real quick?
You're on speaker and we're recording on the podcast, so just so you know.
Okay. If hypothetically... Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy.
Right.
I'll talk to you about it later.
Sounds good.
Bye. Wow, Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that.
No. I've never taken a call on a podcast before.
That was cool, though, huh?
That was dope as
Yeah.
fuck. I feel so professional.
I wonder how it sounded on his end.
He's like, who's that girl he's sitting with?
I don't...
Is Ashley sick?
Man, should we... I don't even know if we should keep running an episode. That was kind of weird. But...
I'll take it off. It's fine. I just wanted to see what it would sound like.
Yeah, it was good. Now we know we can take calls.
Yeah. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Try it out.
Try it out, man. All right, what the fuck were we on?
We were talking about just Gendry, Arya. We were talking about Brienne.
Yeah.
And
and Jamie.
The thing and the
Yeah, it was cute. Anyway.
Sticking there. It was
Next
uncomfortable.
point.
It should have been uncomfortable. It was. Yeah, that whole scene is Dany realizing that like this is why he was the king in the north. Like everyone keeps reminding us that Jon doesn't want it, but Jon didn't want any of this. He's not. He's so boring.
No, he's beautiful. He's got that long flowing hair. When he smiles, it lights up the room, and it's just like
I like that he's a man of few words.
Everybody trusts him. He is a man of his word too.
Yeah. And like when he says things, people listen. They're like, "Oh, John's speaking. We should probably pay attention."
Yeah.
I guess
honorable.
in that sense, there is a charisma about him that is undeniable.
He's Ned Stark, dude.
He is. He's Ned Stark's
He became
kid,
Ned Stark.
Absolutely.
Well, he's not, but you know what I mean.
I made him in my head. Like my fan. He's Ned Stark. Essentially, he's gonna die the same way. He's over there making promises. I'm like, stop it! Stop telling people you'll see them later. Stop it.
If he, that would be such a good ending.
The moment he tells someone, "I'll tell you when I get back," he's dead for sure. Like,
because
you remember
that's not foreshadowing.
Yeah, fucking. That's when that happened the first time. I was like, that's weird. That's a weird thing to say to your son. You're like, I smelled something was fishy as soon as that happened. I'm like, hey, what's going on? This makes me uncomfortable. You know what's weird? The weird scene in that, the whole fucking, that intro feast is like half an hour long. There's so many little things that happen. The Hound talks to Sansa, and then he's like, if you would come with me,
this would never happen. Yeah.
And then what fucking Sansa's like, if I went with you, I would still be that little bird. Like you fucking savage ass bitch. You like she's like fucking... you a crazy person. And
it's like she's trying to become her mom and like not doing a good job at it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's acting skills? I don't mean to talk shit about the actress, but like, do you think that's acting skills, or just like, do you think that's how they intend? Like, she's just a shadow of her mother, whereas like Jon Snow is like becoming Ned Stark.
I don't know. I think it's more maybe in the sense that like, I talked with someone about this, about the Fight Club, and the dude who wrote Fight Club was talking about how you have like two fathers, your chosen father and your biological father, and I think. Not Cersei. I guess Cersei is kind of that to Sansa. Like Sansa has her biological mother, but then she has Cersei, who not necessarily her chosen mother, but that was her female figure that she saw. She
learned a lot from.
Yeah. So what we're seeing is like Catelyn with Cersei choices, I think, and the amalgamation of both.
Right.
And so I think that's
maybe I just don't like her as an actress.
I don't like her in a lot. I think she's great as Sansa. I don't like her in anything else that she's getting cast as. I don't think she makes a good Jean Grey.
That's a problem.
Dark Phoenix.
That's a problem with people that land these big roles, and that's all people know her from. It's like outside of that, it's like I don't want to see you. Like every time I see Daenerys, she's got quite a few other roles since Game of Thrones, and I'm just like
Terminator. She did Terminator.
Yeah, and it's just like nope. You're the mother of dragons. That's it. That's all you need.
That is.
You're as famous as you could possibly be.
Until we all hate her by the end of this because she goes, burn them all.
She'll be even more famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. That's definitely going to be a line, right? Like 100%.
I hope so. Maybe it won't be from her,
Episode 7.
though.
Yes, it will.
You think so?
100%.
I think it has to come from a Targaryen. What if it comes
from Jon?
Jon?
It won't. It won't.
What if it does? I'm giving
It won't. I think Jon Snow actually takes the throne now. That's what I'm leaning towards.
Okay, you heard it here first on Gameboiz.
I didn't. That's not what I wanted, but that's what I feel like it's gonna happen.
Do you like
just feel it?
Do you like Tormund as a character?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. He's one of my favorites.
He
should have died at the end of season 7.
He should have. He probably should have because he got. I feel like if this is his send off, he got probably the worst send off of anyone. Like,
because he was just like, we going back north. Yeah, he'll be back.
I hope so. Or becomes a thing where like Jon flees to the north and then that's a spinoff. I don't know.
That would be a dope spinoff.
Right. Yeah. But it was. I felt bad when Jaime steps between Tormund and Brienne. Because, like, Tormund just is so infatuated with Brienne. Like, he's such a schoolboy, like, good old-fashioned, like, I really like this big girl.
But it's also kind of rapey.
Yeah, this giant woman. But he couldn't rape her is the thing. There's no, like nobody
true.
fucks Brienne. Brienne fucks you.
That's true. That's true. I beg to differ. I feel like Jaime took her to Pound Town.
That's because she let him. Blah, blah, blah. So I felt bad for Tormund, and then Tormund just leaves, and
he was so sad.
Yeah, but
it's like, dude, you couldn't figure it out that she wasn't interested.
Yeah. And he's such a Tormund thing to do that like the other girl's like, you could still fuck though, and he was like, oh yeah, I can, and then he just goes off and fucks someone else. He was like, yeah, I'm over it, we're good.
Yeah,
you're right.
And good old Podrick getting his fucking what's up, girl?
I noticed that in the back. He had like 2 of them.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, this is going to be a party.
And he's like, this is going to be easy.
Have you heard about me in King's Landing?
Like, listen, the hoes paid me. Okay.
Oh, that's right. They gave him back the gold.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Where are we here? So Arya rejected Gendry, which ruthless, but makes sense. You know, a girl has no name. She's not a lady. It's fine. That whole scene between Jon and Dany later, because like she realized Jon is loved by everyone, no one really likes her, and
she's like trying to convince him. She's like, you can't fucking tell anybody.
Yeah, she got hella dark for a second too. When Jon was like, they're my family, we can live together, and she's like, yeah, we can. I just told you how. Don't tell anyone.
And that line, because that's the last line of that scene, right? And then she walks out.
Maybe that should be. It seems.
I'm pretty sure it was. She it's a different tone. That line is a different tone than the rest of the conversation. It was like her queen.
Yeah, her
speak.
putting her foot down.
Queen speak.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Queen.
Yeah.
Not team speak, queen speak.
Yeah. And it's just like, I just told you how. Like, we can, and I just told you how.
She draws that line.
Yes.
Her and Cersei do that very well.
Before, it was more like, come on, work with me. I care about you. We can still make this work. And when he was refusing, she's like, all right, dude, this is how it can be done. That's it. And then she just leaves. It was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So uncomfortable, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot, because they discuss their incest and their line and their lineage. There's a lot going on in that little fucking room.
I'm glad Jon has honor.
Right. I'm glad they addressed it, though. Like I said earlier, it's I'm glad that they were like, this is weird, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel weird. But even Daenerys is just like, no, just forget it. Just forget about it.
Yeah, and that shows you how crazy she is now.
Yeah.
She's got different priorities. She's not doing it for the people anymore. She's afraid to lose her throne. That she's worked, which makes sense though. Varys and Tyrion were saying later in the scene, everything is told her that she's destined to be queen. This is her goal, and she's had no real reason to fear that until now.
Right.
And so she's kind of throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fucking bitch.
What do you think Varys is going to do? Because he's the kind of guy, he's the kind of shifty motherfucker that'll just do whatever benefits him.
Well, I think Tyrion's afraid that he's gonna kill her.
Varys?
He's gonna plot to kill her, and that because Jon's good for the realm. and no disagreement there. No one would disagree. You know, John, they even say, like, he doesn't want it, and that's what makes the best leader. It's like, that's why I gave it to you. I just feel like that was something in another movie. He's like, I don't want it. He's like, and that's why it's yours. Like, whatever. Probably. It's like a TV trope thing. Mm-hmm. It's weird. And then later on, John kind of draws his foot in the line after Sansa and Arya, they're all at that battle board where they start taking off like half the fucking pieces.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I don't think that we should attack, you know, and
yeah, we should
Daenerys
wait.
Is like, no, we should go now.
Yeah. It was very like
and then they're like, the girls were making sense. Like, it's not like they were just being combative or to be combative. Mm-hmm. They were like, no, hey, we just fought 5 to 1.
Right.
For 6 hours. Let's let him rest. And she's like, no, we have to hit him now. It's like, what fucking army? But then John's like, we will listen to you, Queen.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the first dumb decision I've ever heard you make in 8 seasons. Like, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he's still sticking to his word. I mean, he is legitimately not trying to be king. You know what I mean?
You're right.
He's just he's just fallen into place and just doing what he thinks is going to be best for the people.
I don't think no one thinks that's the best plan though. Like, or maybe this is where you and I disagree, because like clearly, logistically speaking, the 35 dudes you're going to bring to the wall, you want to be well fed and rested. You know?
Yes.
They know that they're outnumbered. They know that strategically, it doesn't make sense. The only reason that makes sense is in that room and that politics.
Yeah,
and that's not good for the realm. So it's like I
Right.
felt that was very out of character for Jon Snow.
but I thought it was obvious that he felt the same way as the girls. I think Daenerys noticed that, but and I think he portrayed that to her. But he also was like, "We're gonna do what you want."
Mm. He wanted to stick to his decisions, be Ned Stark, and be like,
"All right,
fine,
I'll back you up." I don't know, I don't agree with you, and you can tell by the tone of my voice that I don't agree with you. But we are gonna go and do it because you said so.
Yeah, and I made that decision in front of all these important people.
Yeah,
maybe it's more in character. I just didn't like the decision. Maybe I hated it. I was like, "This makes no sense. Stop it." And so that right at the end, when Arya's like, "We need to talk to you," I was like, "Yeah, you fucking talk to him."
Yeah, you
Go,
give him a talk.
Let him know,
Arya.
So I was pro Arya there, and I like that everything's so upfront. Like, they're playing the game too, but it's not so subtle, and I think that shows because they all kind of just started playing the Game of Thrones. They're not as like versed in it as Cersei. They're know how
thrust into it.
Yeah, they don't know how to manipulate. They are, but they don't, not to the level that like Cersei's doing.
Right.
So you get to see everything so upfront. Like, Arya's like, "We don't trust your queen. Like, we're family. We don't trust your queen." And I appreciated that being just out there and upfront, and not like this thing that's whispered about for an episode and a half.
So do you think he should have told them, or do you think he should have kept it?
I think he should have. I think it was in character for him to be like, "All right, let him know." Because even when Dany was drawing her line, he was like, "They're family." Like, that was his like, "They're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, but you're also my queen." Like, those can exist independently, and so I like that they both put stakes in these things. Like, no, these are my priorities.
It's weird that, like, even though he was like, "I don't want to do it," they were like, "But," you know, it's like, why? If he doesn't want to do it, why are you trying to force him into it?
Yeah, but that's how it happens. That's Jon Snow's life.
That's true.
You know, just like things kind of happen to him.
That's true.
He's just trying to be a good dude.
Never really expected this storyline for him from the beginning.
No, not especially, you know, first episode. He's, "I'm going to the Night's Watch."
Yeah, and you're like, "All right, dude, I guess you're going to die tomorrow." So
I'm going to go walk by myself as a ranger.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Which is never brought up again. They don't, like, why is it so cool to be a ranger? Because as all the other rangers that I saw got killed pretty fucking quick.
I think he just wanted to be that because that's what Benjen was.
Mm. Oh, yeah, he had that relationship, and I guess ranger's a cool word.
Yeah, I mean, it's cooler than servant or whatever the fuck the other one was.
Yeah. Do you think... All right, but I think later on we also see Bronn run into the Lannisters.
Oh, yes. That was an interesting scene.
I agree. It was... But I liked it because it was like, oh, he's just over everything. He just give him some land, a house, and some girls to fuck, and leave him the fuck alone.
It was very Bronn, but at the same time, I was just like, why don't you just kill him? What do you?
You knew he wouldn't, though. You
Yeah.
know, because I mean,
It's true.
Bronn was teaching fucking Jamie how to re-sword fight with his left hand.
It was so funny though, because like at one point I can't remember, like Jamie almost like threatens to like fight him, and Bronn's like, "You couldn't even with a good hand."
Yeah,
like,
he was like, he couldn't on your best day.
yeah, with a good hand.
Yeah.
with your other hand. So it's like, it was very power. Like he was like, "I have the upper hand here."
Yeah.
No pun intended. But it was, I don't know. I found it very interesting that he was just like, "Yeah, I'll wait till the end of the war." It's like, what are you talking about, dude? That's so ridiculous.
Maybe this is a production politics in play that like Bronn is essentially writing himself out of the next 2 episodes because it's going to be a Cersei heavy episode and they hate each other.
Cersei and Bronn.
Yeah, the actors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they hate each other. So like they don't interact on screen, and when they do, they very abruptly exit. Like the last time that happened, I can remember, is when everyone meets Cersei at like that stadium Coliseum thing to show him the white,
Yes.
and then very abruptly Bronn goes up to, I think, Podrick. He's like, "Do you want to get a drink?"
Yeah.
It's like, that's random. Why did you come all this way if you were just gonna walk away? Like
That's so fucking petty. Like, if I was the director, I think we've talked about this before.
probably.
If I was the director, I'd be like, you get your bitch ass in the fucking scene.
I don't think you could do it with people of this caliber.
Dude,
though, you
this
know?
episode cost $16 million. I'm not going to spend an extra $2 million waiting for you to get back from your trailer. That's so annoying, dude. That's so annoying.
Such an actor thing.
It really is. Like, you're so fucking... You're on the most popular TV show in the world, and you're going to be that fucking... I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking irritating.
Lena Headey is such a great actress, though. I almost like she has definitely carried the brunt of the acting in this show.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, they're all good actors, but she's definitely been the most consistent. Like every time she's on scene, she's very captivating. You know?
Crushes.
You're like, oh, what crazy shit's this bitch gonna say?
Yeah, she's the kind of actress where it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch your facial features. Like that, when you get to
She
that
didn't
level,
have that many lines in this episode.
No, didn't need them.
Yeah,
Didn't need them.
Not even slightly.
She's so good.
She was still in. She commands the scene. So
Yeah.
I get it, but yeah, it is such an actor thing to be like, I don't like him. I don't want to work with him.
It's mutual. It was mutual though, yeah. Or do you think she was like, what do you think it was?
I bet she was like, I'm not going to do it if he's on screen.
But
Okay.
like, what? Why?
Oh, they were dating or something.
Oh, really?
And yeah. So,
So
fucking
they're
Bronn being Bronn, fuck someone else. I don't know what you want from him. Okay.
Also, she can do way better.
Yeah.
Let's be real. She can do way
Yeah.
better than him.
And she has done in her past. I like that. They brought up in Bronn's scene. They brought up Tyrion's original bet, like not bet, but like agreements. Like whatever they're paying you, I'll
Yeah.
double it.
Oh, what's twice of a castle? And shit like that.
It's double river run.
Yeah.
And
and then you see that look on Tyrion's face. He's like, oh, fuck.
he's legit doing math. I guess Highgarden is the double river
Yeah.
run.
Touche.
Yeah.
I guess so, because you could see Bronn. He was just like, oh.
That math checks out.
He's like, God damn it, he's
You're
right.
I'll give you
That's funny.
Highgarden. And he's like, all right, yeah, that's all I want then.
And I'll wait for the war to end. I'm just gonna, like, what is it? You just gonna travel?
Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so a little thing I picked up in that scene is that the crossbow? Is that Joffrey's crossbow that she gave Bronn?
I'm pretty sure.
That's got to be important, I think. I think someone's going to die with that. I think another
Cersei?
Lannister's going to die with that. Maybe. I don't know. But then Jaime would have to go hang out with Bronn on the way. Maybe he goes to Highgarden on the way to King's Landing. Because you remember, not remember, you remember, you saw it. Jaime breaks Brienne's heart to leave. You know, we assume he's going back to King's Landing. So if he goes to Highgarden beforehand, he'll get it. I think Jaime's going to kill
Bronn?
Cersei.
Oh.
No, I think Jaime's going to kill Cersei.
That's not the vibe I got at the end of that episode.
No?
When he was like, I pushed a boy out of a window and crippled him for life for Cersei.
Cersei.
Yeah, he did like 3 or 4 of those things. And when he lays it out, you're like, oh my God, you're a terrible person. You're a monster.
Yeah, I think that was intentional, though.
It was great.
I think I think
you think they're like?
Yeah, I
they're
think
like,
in that
oh no, he's
scene-
switching. He's going back to his old ways.
yeah, he knows it's why. If he leaves Brienne, like they had such a moment. If he leaves her, she's gonna follow him, and then he knows that he's gonna die. Like he's going to his death, and he's like, "You need to stay here." What do? I have to ruin her life so that she doesn't follow me. So
Yeah.
I think that's why he said the most hateful things. Essentially, he called Cersei hateful, and he called himself hateful. Like he called Cersei hateful for killing all those people, essentially. And he's like, I'm also a hateful person. I think he's gonna kill Cersei.
Especially since he knows that Cersei put a contract out to kill him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be with that crossbow. He can operate that with one hand, but it also like he only gets one shot because it's very difficult to reload with one hand. So
Right,
it's going to create a lot of tension when that happens. Like, oh, don't miss, or don't hesitate. I don't know. It's very like that's this. We see that crossbow a lot. The same way we saw the dagger a lot. Like,
yeah, does he kill Bronn to get it?
no,
or does he just steal it?
No. I think Bronn tries to, but he was like, maybe Jaime's like, I didn't come here to kill you. Like I didn't leave Winterfell to kill you. It's not my plan.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jaime's very much like, I have a plan and that's what I'm doing. So his plan is to go kill Cersei regardless.
And at the same time, that helps Bronn because then he gets Highgarden as opposed to River Run.
Yeah. Works for him.
Yeah.
Perfect. And again, if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be sad now because I write better shows than
What else you got on your fucking notes over there?
Tormund took Ghost. That was very lackluster. Like, we're all like, where's Ghost? And you're like, here he is. No, never mind. Like,
yeah. Was he even in, like, what did he do in the Battle of Winterfell?
nothing. We saw him in the initial charge, and then apparently he lost an ear.
Oh.
And then Jon's like, hey, you don't have an ear. You're ugly. Get away from me.
Ew. Yeah.
Rude. I like that symbolically, though, that, like, he's letting his Stark past walk away. But then later, his fucking Targaryen heritage also gets kind of the symbol for his Targaryen heritage kind of just gets ganked by Euron.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, how crazy is it that Cersei told him that it's his baby?
Right?
Dude. When that, I was like, oh my God, you scandalous whore.
Yeah. You really get to see the strings that she pulls from the beginning.
Yeah, you trifling bitch. Like, oh my God.
I don't like Euron as a character, though. He's too convenient. Like, he just happened to be there. Like, he knew exactly where they were going to go on what day and, like, whatever. All right, dude.
Where were they going?
To Dragonstone, I believe. To the castle to kind of hold it out.
Well, they have the best fleet in the world, man.
That's true.
In all of Westeros. So...
And then you kill a dragon. That was
dude.
abrupt. She's like, you're so handsome. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is going on? She's just staring at it and then fucking turns into a pincushion.
So funny, dude. But she made the right decision to just bounce. Like, she was like, you could tell she was going to do it. She was going to try to burn him down.
Yeah. And another like scene where no lines, just you see the internal conflict, that struggle of sanity and like, I'm going to burn all of you. Because if she did, they would have died for sure. Yeah. For sure. So
I think the dragon would have died. Like if she would have kept going, like
you're right. She got out of the Battle of Winterfell without swinging a fucking sword. I'm sure she'll swim to shore from 10 miles away.
And
she's got way too much plot armor. I don't like it.
So
that's why I like this episode though. Like this is the first time we really feel vulnerability from her.
Yeah.
Like where she's like, oh, shit's gonna happen. You might not die, but so much more is gonna lose. You can lose.
And even like when they first roll up on King's Landing at the end, and it's like they have like 20 Unsullied.
Yeah.
It's just like one fucking. It's just
you know
like,
what it looked like? It looked like that's the when they did production, that's what they shot with, and they were supposed to duplicate those 3 times, and they forgot. That's what. So you got a Starbucks cup and a smaller Unsullied money.
Like we ran out of money, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
That was a good scene too. Very few lines. Again, so much just emotional tension.
Dude, when Tyrion and Qyburn were talking, and then Tyrion was just like, dude, I can't fucking talk to you anymore. It just walks past him. I was like, that was great.
I like he's like, you know me. Help me help you.
Yeah.
No? All right. I'm going to walk that way then. I'm over this conversation.
Yeah. And there was like there was some moments when Kyron was talking where it was like, oh yeah, he's right. Like, I can't remember what he was saying right now, but he was like basically laying out why Cersei's not gonna surrender, and it was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Tyrion was just like, I can't, like, you're not the person I want to talk to right now. Like, I'm not gonna get anything accomplished with you.
Yeah.
You're just a messenger. You can't make decisions.
Yeah, you're
I
here.
can't change your mind.
You're here because you're the most expendable, really.
Really? Yeah. Well, it's the hand of the queen.
Yeah,
He is.
she can have any hand she wants. It's fine. He can make fucking things come back to life and wildfire. Yeah. So that's why he's there. He's useful.
Yeah.
That's a good scene with Cersei too, though. She really, again, so captivating that like the archers pull back on Tyrion, you know?
Yeah.
And then she puts her hand up, and you're like, oh shit.
Because dude, that was like 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
I was like, she could just let those arrows fly, and that could be the end of Tyrion. 100 arrows, dude.
Yeah. 'Cause I was like, dude, we've only had one good death, and they're showing us one, obviously, and what if it's this one? It's good, great acting. That's fantastic acting. That like
it was awesome.
That hesitation, but I like in terms of character, like it really shows you that Cersei's also always said family first, and she doesn't want to, but she's like, no, fucking family first. God damn it.
Yeah, like this isn't the situation at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, and I'm not gonna burn my entire family line because I'm mad at him. So crazy. And then
did you think that they were gonna get out of it? Like, did you think Missandei was gonna get?
I did.
You thought
I
so?
did. I thought, because I was like,
but once they're like, she like Khaleesi surrenders now or Missandei dies. I was like, that will happen. Like,
yeah, there was no stakes for
there's
them
no, like,
at that point.
There's like, you're bullshitting.
Yeah,
it's like, no, they will. It will happen.
I thought they were gonna throw her off though.
Yeah, when she put her hand on her.
Yeah,
and like right before she was like, if you have any last words, I thought she was just gonna push her.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
That might have been her only line in that scene. Like, if you have any words, now would be the time to say them.
It might have been.
And that captures the whole like that. Oh, you're like, oh shit,
dude. She's so like provocative. You know, like the whole character is she's always just like, come get me, motherfucker. Like, you can try. We'll see where this goes. I got some tricks up my sleeve.
To everyone minus her father.
Yeah.
Which made Tywin one of my favorite characters.
Interesting.
Yeah, just the fact that like everyone's like, I want the throne, and then when Dad comes home, they're like, no, I didn't say any of that. What? That's crazy. No, that's yours. This is yours.
Wait, I'm humble.
Yeah, he's be all end all, and I think that's why he had to die though. He was one that could rule Westeros.
Yeah,
but
not directly either.
No.
As the hand.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I think that was his goal. He did.
That's kind of what he was doing when Joffrey and Tommen were king.
Yeah. If you can rule, you don't get to, and I think that's why Jon doesn't get to. I think, Mad Queen, and then maybe fucking maybe Jaime kills 3 total
dude
royalty.
He's just the king queen slayer.
Yeah.
That
would make the most sense, like you get the throne by killing people if you just bypass it and kill the most important people.
And then Jaime gets the throne.
Yeah, and he becomes the iron hand of the kingdom.
It's like, I mean, technically it's steel, but who's counting?
But I didn't feel like Missandei gets decapitated, but like you kind of knew that was going to happen, because that was the only thing that could happen at that point, like you said. And really, that's going to happen now.
Yeah, really, the only reason that's upset is because she's hot as hell. So that's really the only disappointing part.
Yeah. And it hurts for Grey Worm. I'm sure Grey Worm's going to make some kind of rash emotional decision that's going to...
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
It will now, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You're right.
He might throw a spear through Cersei's face, or he might kill the mountain. That would be dope.
That would be badass.
Whoa.
Nah, dude, it has to be the Hound.
Or the Hound starts winning, and then it becomes a team
Mountain
thing.
kills the Hound, and
or
then
Mountain,
Grey Worm.
Mountain brings someone else in, maybe, and it's like...
Did we get a tag team
Yeah.
match? Oh, bro. Put him in the ring. Get
That'd be
Bruce
dope.
Buffer out there. Let's fucking do this, man.
Yo, they put Ed Sheeran in it. They could put Bruce Buffer in it.
That's real talk. Ladies and gentlemen,
That would be fitting for a royal court. Like if
It's
all
so
of this,
true.
if they end up in like a hearing and
Yeah.
Cersei's at like, I request a trial by combat.
He's like, and then all of a sudden it just cuts to Bruce Buffer, and the crowd just goes, "It's time!"
It's an animal horn and not a microphone.
Yeah, dude.
All right, that better be the next episode.
Drops down
guys.
from the ceiling. He just grabs it.
It doesn't drop though. Some like squire has to throw it to him and hold the rope,
Swings it down from the balcony
Yeah.
on the train.
and then they have to lift it up. So they show it. Like there's no machinery. They're like, all right, he's done with it. Hurry, or are they gonna execute us?
We should do a Game of Thrones parody show.
Yes. All right, I'm in.
Somebody's probably already done it.
Probably. There's a pornity of it. So
Pornity. Is that what those are called?
I don't know. I
That's
just made it
great.
up.
It should be. If it's not, that should be the genre.
But yeah, episode dies with Missandei essentially being the biggest death. Rhaegal's death was shocking, but like more abrupt than anything else.
Yeah. It doesn't, yeah. I mean, neither of them really are going to like, well, the dragon's more of like an path-altering
Yeah,
death than Missandei.
I think the dragon and ghost leaving kind of thing is more of a symbolic death and walkaways of like now almost Jon can't be a Targaryen if we go through like a symbology thing, but Ghost is still in the north where Jon's heart is and where his Stark lineage and his fucking Nedness
Nedness.
is all there.
Nedosity.
So as much as he wants to walk away from it, I don't think he ever can. That's the father that was chosen for him. So.
Right.
But no real, for me, I didn't enjoy it. No real conclusion, no real payoff. Like, it was just like,
It sets up the last half of the season.
I thought the first 3 episodes were setting up the last half of the season.
No. The first 3 episodes, the first 2 episodes set up the season, or episode 3.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay.
But then we agreed that episode 3 also had very few, like, real conclusions. It was a big spectacle.
It was yeah.
So it's just, I feel
That's
like
what the setup, but aren't you glad it wasn't the last episode?
No.
Okay. But now we have like all our chess pieces in place as far as like.
Yeah, but one of the armies doesn't have any chess pieces left.
But they do, apparently. Because they said they could beat Cersei's army in the field. So they have a bigger army than she does somehow.
That's
even
weird.
though she didn't fight
You're
a
right.
war.
He did say that. We'll beat them in the field. Like,
So
how?
Yeah, how? I don't get it.
Especially with your show of force, your little company over there and at the war. Like, wow.
They probably have to do some fucking Splinter Cell type shit, sneak into King's Landing.
Yeah, that's what Arya's there for.
Word.
Arya's,
But she doesn't do, like, she'll just do it on her own. Like, they're not going to know. They're not going to be able to plan with her. She's just going to pop out of a manhole somewhere and just stab someone in the foot and kill them somehow. It's like, that was a poison bobby pin I just stabbed you with. And in 30 seconds, you're going to start to feel your heart slow down. It's like, what?
And the episode ends with her turning purple like her son.
Yeah.
You're
Dude,
right, not a lot of poison deaths. Not enough, at least.
There's no way Cersei dies quickly. I guarantee you she dies in this series.
I think it'll be quick, but I think it'll be...
There's no way.
I think it'll be gory.
She doesn't kill anyone quickly.
You don't think... I feel like we all
Think
love
about-
her. That's
Dude,
why she's
you know
going to get
what's-
it quick.
you know
It's going to
what's-
be abrupt.
You know what's crazy? You remember that nun or the fucking the religious lady that like tortured
Oh,
her?
yeah,
And she
yeah.
put her in that room with the
With the
we
mountain.
haven't heard about that.
That's
and I
true.
feel like they can bring that back. How fucking
shit.
wild would that
What if
be,
that
dude?
was subject 2 for Qyburn?
Oh my god!
like,
oh,
what
she
did you
just
do?
comes in and just fucking swinging pole arms and shit, like with a scythe.
Yeah, she's the nun from The Conjuring or
Yeah,
whatever.
that movie sucked. Anyway,
I don't know. I didn't like this episode. Not at all.
I did.
It was. I was just like,
I'm.
no.
I don't know. I like the politics. It's back to like I said, back to like the real story.
I don't know if we're gonna get an episode that you and I both enjoy. We want different things from this. I want a real show, and you
I
want...
guess what it comes down to is who's going to enjoy the ending of the series, because that person's going to be the happiest in life.
I joined a subreddit called Arya Takes the Throne, so that's my
Wow.
my official
I see that doesn't make sense.
vote. Is
That
for
doesn't make
Arya.
sense to me.
That's why it's gonna happen.
But everything that's been happening lately makes sense.
No,
So-
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
All
How
right,
did
man.
they take Missandei? How? What? They were just like, oh, look at this random ass bitch. She's pretty. She's floating on this fucking piece of wood.
She's
Like they just
clearly
picked her
not
up.
a warrior. She's clearly she's got vestments on that are.
How did they know
high.
how important Missandei was to everyone else? Like, I understand that
They
she was
know.
there, but like,
They know who the officers
did
are.
Euron know?
They know who,
I
like,
feel like Euron
yeah,
got 86
probably.
before Missandei even got there.
Son, you are underestimating their what do you intel. I think
They got some fast ass ravens. It
I
just happened, and then
guarantee you Varys is behind that shit.
the dragons.
The Euron attack.
No, doesn't line up.
All right, bro.
We'll see. We'll see on the fucking next week. We're gonna talk about this shit again.
Yeah, we will. Episode 5.
Episode 5. We're gonna do this, guys, until Game of Thrones is done, and then we're gonna run out of ideas. No, we're not. We haven't run out of ideas yet.
Yeah,
Wonder
we
list is
won't.
full. All right, guys. Hopefully we didn't spoil it, but we did warn you. I mean, fucking, if you got this far, that's your fault.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Check him out at Slim Henderson. You got all our dates at the beginning of this. I am at the George F. We are at the Buddy System Co. on everything else.
We're streaming some games on Twitch now. Twitch.tv/Gameboiz podcast. I was on last night. So.
He was. Twitter.com/Gameboiz podcast. Check us out. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Gameboiz. Bye.
Hadouken! He's on fire!
It's me! Listen,